What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Srtfied, and I'm back with another video for y'all. If this is your first time on this channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. But what I got going on today is in about an hour or so, I'm supposed to get my tires delivered from Amazon. That's actually where I got my tires from. To be honest with y'all, if you're not ordering your tires through Amazon, you are truly missing out on some good deals, because I have yet to find tires cheaper anywhere else. But that's a whole nother video for y'all. But yeah, as soon as I get those tires delivered, I'm taking Cersei straight to the tire shop, get those tires mounted, and then I'm gonna give y'all an update with how Cersei sits since the MOPAR Stage 1 lowering springs install. So enjoy. All right, so tires finally came in. The backs are 295/30/22. They are the Lionhart. Let me see if I can see the actual line on the side. I think these are the LH-TENs. Yeah, LH-TEN. These things look meaty. And then other side as well. And then the front tires are 265/30/22, and these are the Lionhart. Don't mind the noise, that was the actual tape that was hitting the ground. But yeah, these are the Lionhart LH-FIVE on the front, 265/30/22. So I'm about to mount the wheels back on the car and drive up to the tire store so I can get these mounted. I know y'all probably asking, well, why are you gonna mount them up since they're separating? The tire store is literally right around the corner from where I live at, so might as well just throw them on there. If they blow out between now and by the time I get to the store, it won't cost me nothing but to, you know, get it towed 2 minutes down the road if I need to get it towed. But these tires are still good to go. The separation isn't too bad, so I still got a couple more miles on them before I need to really worry. I just didn't want to continuously ride around on these until I got the new tires in. That's why another reason why I threw my factory wheels on. But again, the main reason I threw them on was for track day. But as y'all saw in my last video, well, not my last video, but the video before that, that track day was canceled due to weather. So these are going back on there today. All right, y'all. So I'm up here at All Stars Tire Automotive up here on Blandon. These guys are gonna take care of me right now, get the tires and mounted, balance, and get the alignment taken care of for me. Normally I go to Tire Kingdom and get all my needs taken care of, but they unfortunately do not have the equipment to mount tires on 22-inch wheels. So I have to come up here to the other shop that one of my homeboys works at to show them some love as well. So as soon as they get everything done, I'm gonna get the alignment done as well. And I'm gonna give y'all an update as far as how far the lowering springs have settled so far. So hopefully the springs gave me a drop. We'll see. Like I said, I didn't notice anything, but we'll see. I'm gonna break out the tape measure again, see, and we'll see. That's gonna be the proof in the pudding. If it doesn't drop at all, I might have to hit up Dodge and see about getting a reimbursement, because to me, if it didn't drop it at all, and I got those springs from the Dodge dealership, so they can't say that, oh well, you purchased them from some other site, you probably got the wrong thing. No, I got them from Dodge. I had to give them my VIN number and everything. So if it didn't drop at all, in my opinion, that's false advertisement. But nonetheless, like I said, I do like the springs. I'm not getting rid of those springs. So regardless if it gave me a drop or not, I'm keeping them on the car, because like I said, the car handles night and day now since I have those springs. So, but yeah, as soon as they get done with this, I'm gonna keep y'all updated. So real quick, the hoop I was talking about is this hoop right here for the Swaybar end links. This is the shortened one installed. This hoop right here will be rubbing on your wheel if you don't get the shortened end links installed. So it actually drops down the end link a little bit. So she's almost done getting the tires mounted. All right, YouTube, so as y'all can see, I got Cersei back, so we're gonna take a quick measurement of the gaps. Well, not really the gaps, but the measurement from the ground to the fender well, and see if it provided a drop. Well, those lowering springs provided a drop. For those that haven't seen the video, I put on the MOPAR Stage 1 lowering springs that claim up to a 1/2 inch drop on the SRT8 model. So I'm about to take the measurement now. I don't have the piece of paper on me right now where I wrote down the measurements before I put the lowering springs on with those wheels. So as soon as I get to the house, we'll do a comparison. But for right now, we're just gonna take a quick measurement. Excuse the bird noise in the background. Got some birds back there eating on some garbage. But on the front, from the ground up to the fender well, it's right at 28 3/4. It's sitting at, let me get this thing straightened out, 29 7/8. Yep, 29 7/8 to the fender line. So I'm gonna go home, grab the sheet of paper and see what my measurements were before the springs install, and we'll see if it provided a drop. Like I said, I'm still gonna give it a full month. These springs got put on last Wednesday, if I remember right. Just check the video that I posted. I'm gonna put the video in the description below of when these got installed. But it's only been, I'm gonna say 5 days now, 5 or 6 days now. So I'm gonna give it a full month before I do a full review on these springs. So I'm about to go home and show what the factory springs showed as far as measurements. All right, so I made it to the house, and here is the proof in the pudding. Before I show y'all this, I will say I'm not happy with the results at all, and I feel like they made false claims. However, things can change between now and a month from now. So, but just looking at it before I tell y'all, the stance still looks good. It doesn't look like the gap is too bad. I'll give you an actual side shot. So, with the proof, let me get in the car. You might hear the wind. This weather is about to start getting nasty, if y'all can tell. All right, so here's the proof. The front, don't mind this measurement. That was the end links measurements that I did. Check out my last video I did about the end links. When the track day got canceled, I did an update on the end links as far as the measurements that you will need if you're trying to install drag radials or drag wheels, 17 or 18 inch drag wheels. So anyways, so my factory measurements with the 22s, the Ferradas on there, was the front from the ground up was 28 3/16. After the springs, it was 28 3/4, which means it raised it just a hair of a 1/2 inch. The rear was 29 1/2 exactly, and after it was 29 7/8, so almost 30 inches. The rear raised 3/8 of an inch. So almost a quarter, actually no, almost a 1/2 inch in the rear as well. So yeah, that's the proof in the pudding. So please excuse the sweat. It is muggy out today. Despite the rain coming down, it is extremely humid out today. But for first impressions post spring install, I'm gonna say I'm not happy. Despite the fact that my handling has improved, despite the fact that my ride quality has improved, if you're gonna claim that you're gonna drop the car or lower the car a 1/2 inch, up to a 1/2 inch, and label them as lowering springs, why is my car sitting higher than before? I don't understand it. I mean, for those that are a little more technical savvy on this stuff, hit me on the comments below and get me to understand it, but I don't understand it. Like, why is my car sitting higher than my factory springs? And those were factory springs. I purchased my car brand new. So factory springs. I know I haven't done anything with the suspension. So unless somebody magically put in lowering springs without me knowing, that's the only way that I will that this will make sense, but it's not making sense. So pretty much front and rear, front raised a 1/2 inch, rear raised it almost a 1/2 inch. I mean, looking at it from the outside, it's not that noticeable. The only area that I noticed it at was in the rear, and that was with the factory wheels. But with the Ferradas back on there, it almost looks like, I'm not gonna say almost, it looks like factory height to me. Like I said in my last video, I mean, I would have been happy if I wouldn't have got a drop, but I didn't expect it to sit higher than before, especially with them being labeled as lowering springs. So I don't know, maybe it needs to settle some more. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna wait a full month before I give my official review of these MOPAR stage 1s, whether or not they're truly worth the money. Yeah, I'm appalled right now because I didn't expect this. I expected, to be honest with you, I expected not a drop at all. That's what I expected. I was hoping for a 1/2 inch drop, but I expected not a drop at all. So I don't know, we'll see. What y'all think? Hit me in the comments below. But I'm about to run a couple of errands, so that's gonna wrap it up from today's video. So if you like the contents of this video, I hope you hit that like button, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any exclusive content. And until next time. Oh, real quick, I don't know if you guys can see it. I have a little project that I'm working on, so stay tuned for that. No, that is not my charger. That is Mr. Ready RT. I'm gonna post his Instagram on the caption below. I got a little project that I'm working on his car, so stay posted for that, because I will be doing videos on that soon. Actually, my next couple of videos will be on that. So yeah, as y'all can tell, I'm a little frustrated right now, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I got something out of it. Performance as far as handling and, you know, comfort, driving comfort, and just how it drives in general. But I'm a little disappointed. So yeah, again, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, and until next time, I hope y'all have a good day.